Yo, what's going on out there? It's your boy. To some may know me as Low Life. Others may know me as Brother Ishmael. Some may even know me as Milo. But this ain't about me today. I got my brother in here, and I don't use that term loosely or lightly. I mean that in every sense of the word. Me and this brother here, we go back sandbox, as you could say, day ones.
Yes,
Fellow
sir.
Houstonian, A. Southwest representative, none other than Alfred the trainer.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me on the
Yes,
show.
sir. Thank you for joining me, taking the time out your busy schedule. Time and health is the new wealth. Is the new thing that's important to men of our age and men of our stature. When I say stature, I'm talking this stature, and in our
Absolutely.
mind, not finances and things of that nature. So man, let's just I don't know if you want to give a little backstory on how you got into the training industry or where you are with that. Is it still torch lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, I still have torch. Of course, one thing will mature and start to develop and grow, similar to flowers or a garden. You start off with one tree. Before you know it, you got a forest. So Torch has
Right.
expanded into not only just fitness, but into other realms that operate as platforms or pillars to be balanced to a company. So yeah, Torch is still
Hmm.
kicking. You know, I'm still passing the torch to those who want to carry the light. You know.
That's right. What a great metaphor. That's one of the things we always hit it off on. You used to make music together and things like
Yeah,
that.
we
You always
did.
dropping bars when you can, man. But so what are you dabbling in now? I mean, as far as your profession, I see you kind of making a transition into selling insurance or life insurance.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the transition happened during two tragedies. Two young ladies I was in at the time. Both of their mothers passed from cancer. Yeah,
Brothers
now.
in Houston. I'm all the way out here in Las Vegas. I'm in these mountains, man. We moved way up here, right next to the mountain.
Oh, got you. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But what would we want to close out, at least touch on at the end of what you? I didn't even catch too much,
Okay.
catch any of that really.
Okay. So the question was
Life insurance.
life insurance, and
How did you
so
transit such a transition? From being a physical trainer,
yeah,
training the body, and now you kind of training people's mind in a sense to think in other ways. But go ahead, brother.
absolutely. I actually got into life insurance. I didn't go into it with the mindset to try to generate a company or a business. I was dating a young lady, and her mom passed from cancer, and I was like, okay. And then I saw the dynamic of, our parents were still, around. So that was my first time experiencing at our age somebody's loved one passing on, and
Right, that
then
close to it.
right, and that responsibility that comes with death. So
Hmm.
uh a funeral, I mean, if the loved one owed debt, that gets collected. So whatever property that they have, oh, they're gonna say, okay, well, they're gonna take from this, take from that. Yeah,
Right.
or the debt passes on to the husband or the wife, whoever, or the children, whoever it may be. So
Hmm.
I noticed that, and then so at that time, I wasn't really digging it. But the young lady that you met during your brother's wedding,
I
oh
actually
no,
didn't get the chance to meet
yeah,
her. I didn't
you didn't
make
get
it
to
to
meet her.
Hawaii. Yeah, I
Yeah, okay,
appreciate you going
so
to hold it down too. Hold it
oh
down for a
yeah,
little
for
bro.
sure, for sure. Okay, so the young lady that I'm seeing now,
Hmm.
her mother passed from cancer, and it was the
Sorry to hear
same.
that.
Yeah, man, it was the same scenario, and I saw the family fighting over material things.
Hmm.
because the family wasn't prepared. So
Right.
from there, I was like, okay. I was like, all right. One, I don't want my offspring or my loved ones to fight over properties or capital. Um, so I was like, you know what? Let me see what this life insurance thing is about. Um, and God forbid, because we all know that we all going to go home one day.
Yes, sir.
When that happens, the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's children.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not your kids. That's not your kids' kids. That's your
Right.
kids' kids' kids. So
Right.
I was
Multiple
like,
generations.
the quickest way, the most reliable way is life insurance. Once you
To do that.
to do that,
Mm-hmm.
wealth is measured in, okay, we have three. Let's say we have three counts. You have spiritual wealth, physical wealth, and then financial wealth or monetary wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Wealth is not measured by cash. Wealth is measured by assets. Life insurance is one of those assets. So let's say you get a $3 million life insurance, whole life, term life, UIL, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Once you obtain that, you are now classified as a multi-millionaire because that's an asset.
Okay.
So I was like, if something happens to me, my children, my significant other would be millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, at the end of the day, if I see it while I'm alive, similar to David, he wanted to create, the Lord's house. He's like,
right.
He said, no, you won't be able to do it, but your son will be able to complete the project.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, sometimes you don't get to complete it.
It's a great point.
You got to look at things like that.
Yeah, down the line. Look at things down the line.
David was crowned king when he was what? 14, 15 years old? He was a kid. He didn't become king till he was like 30, 40 years old.
Right.
That's like me saying, yeah, Milo, we're going to be rich. And you're like, when?
Mm-hmm.
We've been friends for 40 years plus,
Right. But to a wise person that's really listening to you never gave a date. You never gave a time. You just told me that it would be so, so that's so important to be counted amongst the wise and not the foolish.
Absolutely.
So like my take on that would be I 100% agree with you, because one of the things I like to say is amongst our community, I always say my people, black people, as to excuse the buffering, people, trauma as an inheritance. You look at the other races, whites, we always bring the white man into it, Asians, Indians, things of that nature. They leave something of substance behind. If not only knowledge and wisdom, or how to do something, a trade, things of that nature.
Right.
They leave a will, a last will and testament. They may leave you a house. They may leave you, but we leave our people hurt and trauma and bad memories and pain. So that's what the Bible describes. That's one of the markers, the plight of the people that I know. And I can recognize that we're the people of that book. We're such a stiff-necked, hard-headed people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, crabs in the bucket. So like to go back to what I was saying before, where we come from, two people. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. You're still down there, but two people someone just looking at us probably wouldn't assume that we come from or been around or seen the things that we've seen. So how would you say that you were able to avoid some of the pressures and toxicity of that life and the hood lifestyle and the trauma that black people have to go through, not only being descendants of slavery, but a crab in the bucket syndrome?
Yeah, I can honestly say all of that started at home. Most people would refer my mom as very loving, and then my stepdad as militant. And
Hmm.
they instilled things in me, honestly, about like, I love you. I discipline you because I love you. But
Right.
once you're out of their tutelage, out of that sanctuary, you step into the world and the world doesn't love you.
Great point.
I never
Yeah.
understood that until we became adults. And once
Right.
that happened, I was like, that's what he meant. So I always had a shepherd at the house. I didn't
Right.
like him. I didn't like him. I
Hmm.
actually started working out because I didn't like him. That was my whole
So
reason for working out. 'Cause I said, as soon as I
see, this
turned
this is
16,
news. This is news to me too, because
oh, no,
I
for
know,
sure.
you know, we grew up together, so it's not gonna be a person that either one of us can talk about in this that we don't know. But yeah, I never knew that, bro.
Exactly.
So, but
That was the only
respect
reason I started
to
working
you.
out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
as soon as I turned 16, I'm gonna hurt him. As soon as I turned 16, I'm gonna put some
Hey,
hands on
and
him.
anybody who knows this brother right here knows that he's a legend. You know, we don't glorify fight, you know, stuff like that. But this
Exactly.
brother's a
Yeah.
legend for these right here, putting these things on you.
and, and
I've seen
and
it
Lord
many
knows,
times.
I'm telling you, Lord knows, I would never fight to like bully or to torment. But if you like
Right.
any man, if you step to me, I'm gonna say, hey man, I ain't want to do that. And then of course we
Yeah.
gonna, but we all grow up, we all mature, hopefully, and then we have
Right.
children, and that that's a double-edged sword. It's either
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be life or death. So I was like, hey, we can have a conversation, but if we do go there, it's either gonna be me or you, you know. So it's best for
Right.
both
Right. Now
parties
I always
involved.
looked at you as a righteous brother. Like you gave out righteous ass whippings. You was kind of like the hood superhero. You know
You
what I
feel
mean?
me?
You gave it to bullies and
Yeah,
people like that who
yeah,
picked on other people. So if they just
absolutely.
decided to fuck with you, they just barked up the wrong tree that day. They fucked with the
Yeah,
wrong one.
all the people
You
I
know,
care about. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us,
we
bro, we
came up
were.
during a special.
Yeah, we
Go
did
ahead,
for
bro.
real.
Yes.
No, I was gonna say like we all were good kids. I mean, we had a singing group. We had a rap group. We helped each other when my family was hungry. You guys would feed us, and vice versa.
Oh
So
yeah.
I felt like A Leaf, especially at the time when we were there, it was a community for sure. Like
Mhm.
everybody was
Your
on the
mom was
same
the
page.
hood mom.
I'm
Miss
telling
Pam was
you,
everybody mama. Miss.
everybody,
Yeah.
mom. And I got a lot of brothers and sisters, a lot. So, you
Mhm.
know,
Probably something I don't know about
you
maybe
know,
at this point.
right. I got two more. Taja and Caitlin, shout out. I got two more
Eli,
sisters
Eli.
and Eli. Eli was the last one that you met before y'all moved. Yeah.
Damn, we're cutting out. There we go.
Okay. We back?
Yeah, but let's yeah, we back. We back. We are good because I can always edit this. And like I said, everything that I do is for the spiritual liftment of my people. I consider myself a minister in these last days. I'm here to administer love, peace, kindness, and the truth to my people. Because Christ said, "Go first to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, then go to the rest of the world, to the other nations." Because what
Absolutely.
people need a savior more than the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the people that have been persecuted and oppressed since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So we came up during the. I always tell my wife I'm blessed to come up around so many talented people and just I'll be able to just at a phone. Even you myself, I wanted to give you your flowers and as somebody that made it out and made
Yeah,
something
man.
of themselves. You know, we're not millionaires and rich, but you're a successful
Yes,
young
sir.
black man coming into his own. So I
Man.
definitely wanted to give you flowers.
Thank you,
Um,
brother.
is it true that Pastor Keon at one point?
Oh yeah. Me and Keon are good friends to this day. We actually trained for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12
For
years.
all of you don't know, Pastor Keon's a big time pastor in Houston, in the Houston area, and he's kind of famous for being married to Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq's ex-wife. But yeah, how was that? Did he drop any jewels or knowledge on you during those sessions?
Oh no, absolutely. There's a sermon that I would recommend everybody to go watch. If it's still on YouTube, it's called Mail Delivery. That was an eye opener for any young man that feels unheard or unseen. And the premise is based off of mail delivery is like men are like a box on the outside. We're all beat up, tore up, we got tape on us, fragile on this side, and then you have an address. But when you open the contents of the box, there is something that is, pure inside. But you have to get through that exterior to find who the man really is. So no, Keanu. Huh?
Damn, I don't want to waste all this good stuff you're saying right now.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. So the
okay,
sermon,
it's a little bit.
Okay.
Ain't nothing but the devil, boy. I tell you, see, that's how you know when you're doing something good. Nothing but the devil. Oh, praise to the Most High. I get to talk to my brother, man. Me and this guy grew up together. Say something, eh?
Yes, sir. I'm still here as usual.
Okay. So it's what exactly was Pastor Keon was he trying to get swole, or was it just like more of a healthy lifestyle choice type of deal, wanting to get in the gym? Or
he understood, I would say, the Trinity, mind, body, and soul. And, of course, everybody was trying to train him and all of that. And he was like, hey, Alfred, all I did was recognize, the imperfection. He didn't tell anybody that he had knee surgery or ankle surgery. And I recognized it while he was on stage. And he was like, oh, wow, let's work together. We worked together for a long time, a long time. We're still good friends. That's my brother for sure.
There you go. You sound beautiful right now.
Okay.
You sound good right now.
All right.
So yeah, then let's. Okay, yeah. So just we want to close out with Pastor Keon. If you could just finish what you were saying.
Okay, so with Kay, when it came to like our training, his focus, there wasn't really a focus. I would just say he's a really stand-up guy, and he understood the Trinity, mind, body, and soul. And of course, in every level of life, you need somebody to instruct you. Just like he instructed me spiritually, I instruct him as far as his physical needs when it came to his corrective exercises, when it came to any imbalances he had, as far as like him being an ex-basketball player, etc. He really, as far as the training goes and his leadership, he's definitely somebody I would highly recommend. He's closer to our age, so the things that we struggle with, he can speak on those things. He's definitely a great friend of mine for sure.
Right.
Yes. So
I heard that. I was able to hear that clip.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's how it is, man. He's congratulations to him, because he's really doing his thing. He's touching spirits. Saving lives.
Yeah, that's good. And it says something that he chose you, to be the one to get him getting gear and to do that. But our people, they don't consider these type of things. The Bible speaks of that in Deuteronomy 30:32 and 29, that our people are they never consider the end of things. We just live life going through the motions and want to have fun, but we don't consider the end of things, and we're void of understanding, and most of the time we lack good counsel. We don't have somebody that we can go to and really get good advice. And can you hear me good, bro?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Alfred?
Yeah, everything's good. Good.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was just saying that they usually people think that it's the rich people or people
Hmm.
that got money will do these type of things, life insurance. But you never stop to think, well, maybe that's why they are successful, and maybe that's why they are, doing these type of things because they are considering their health and life insurance and long term things of that nature.
Hmm. Like you said, it's the long game. There's a African proverb that says, "If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go quick,
Mm,
if you want to go quick, go alone." So,
yeah, I heard that one.
it when it comes to life insurance or your health, you can do it collectively, but if you really want to take it to the next level, you have to be the pioneer to set the tone, right? So I don't know, our parents were young. Honestly, we had young parents. I don't know if my mom has. I'm pretty sure my mom doesn't have a life insurance policy. I highly doubt my dad has one. You know, and now they're up in age. My mom had 2 strokes. You know, so those things, echo in my head. I don't want. I'm
Uh-huh.
now. I'm sound now, but
Right.
stress is a killer. Stress will kill you faster than
Oh yeah,
diabetes or
silent
heart
killer.
attack. So you don't know. I was like, nah. I mean, why are humans the last species to prepare for the future? A bird
Right.
builds a nest before they lay eggs.
Uh-huh.
So before
Yeah.
we have kids, why don't we prepare a place for them? Just like Jesus said, "Hey, I'm gonna go before the Father to prepare a mansion for you, or prepare a place."
Right.
So you already
That's
know that there's a place prepared. We should do the same thing on you know. So that's my message when it comes to that. I mean, I'm not trying to promote get life insurance, but I know that if you do love somebody, life insurance is for them, not for you. And it's the most
right.
unselfish thing that you can do, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, because you don't want to be a burden on your people. That's how a lot of people look at it. I don't want to be a burden on you guys, having to worry about me. So it takes care of that
Right.
expense as well as leaving you a little play money, a little something just to show you that I
Hmm.
loved you and I wanted you to have something like on the back end.
Right. Think about this, bro.
And I was looking at it. Yeah, go ahead.
We have kids. Let's say we're going today, right? God take us today. I want my daughter, I want my niece, your daughters to say, man,
Hmm.
Uncle Al left us 150,000 each.
Right.
You're thinking of me even when before I even thought of this. It's to me it's unparalleled. That's to me that's
Hmm.
you know our dads were they weren't present in our life as we wanted them to be, but
Right.
if your dad left today and then he leave you with $1 million.
It kind of cushion the blow a little bit. But they imagine he leave today and he was absent, and on top of that, leaves you nothing. Not
It's like
even a piece of
when I would have
jewelry,
thought, like,
anything.
there you go. I was like, you don't have to be. I'm not saying life insurance is a spinoff, but you don't have to be a perfect man to do the perfect thing.
Right.
I'm telling you, I said,
Yeah.
man, because being fathers is hard. It's not easy, man.
It's very hard. Being a good
It's not
father,
easy.
being a good
There you
father,
go.
it's easy. It's easy being an absent father, but it's a lot of work being a good father.
Yes,
I was
it is.
thinking too when I was looking at I guess I was gonna thinking of what to title this, and I was gonna title it "Why Don't Black People Believe in Life Insurance?" Things of that nature. We think our culture, we think stuff like this is corny, or it's a white people's thing, or
Right.
we not worried. So it was Matthew 27:60 speaks of the rich man
Yeah.
who gave up his own tomb so that Christ could be buried. So if Christ, living amongst the Romans, even the most perfect man, Christ himself needed a tomb to be buried in. So had that man not had Caden had his tomb, who knows what they would have did with Christ? They might have just discarded of his body somewhere. The Most High would have took care of it. But that's just a point to show that it's important to handle your responsibilities as a man and think about the end of things.
Absolutely.
Even Christ had a tomb that was paid for.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah. So, what would you say then? We touched on faith a little bit, but so was it a thing where you stepped out on faith? Because we weren't really connected when you started doing the personal training thing. So was it a thing of desperation, or was it something you because you always been a pretty fit guy? What made you go that route, and what caused you to step out on faith like that and take a chance?
I mean, again, I would say the responsibilities of just being a father, the responsibilities of being a provider, and my wife at the time, she was stay-at-home mom, and I was like, okay, I need to make a little extra money. So people would always ask me, hey, can you train me? Can we work out? I just started training them.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, when we was growing up, $100 was a lot. So I was like, hey, I'll train you twice a week for $100.
Yeah.
So
you always had little tips and stuff.
You know it.
Still to this day, when I do curls, I curl my arm inward. Yeah. I still remember what you taught me.
Good. So those things, I was just like, okay. And then I had 12 guys working with me twice a week. I'm making $1,200 and they working out with me. So I was able to pay my rent, and I was like, man,
right.
see what this is about. So I went and worked for Bally's Total Fitness, and I started learning the system. And Bally was a multi-billion-dollar company, and I was like, from this, what stuff I do naturally, okay, let me give it a shot. And
right.
Before that, I did pharmaceutical sales. So
okay,
yeah, it was. I made more money being a personal trainer than I made doing, pharmaceutical sales, and enjoyed it.
Right. I was gonna joke and say, we all did a little pharmaceutical sales back in the day, especially where we come from. Catch my drift, my step pops was
absolutely
the Pope, man.
Absolutely.
So we dealt with them pharmaceuticals, but then when we grow older, we leave our childish things behind.
That's right.
And start doing things like getting life insurance and shit. You know what I mean? You grow up. Are you stiff-necked, hard-headed people?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on mortgage protection insurance? Just a question from wifey. She said, babe, ask him about she was thinking about doing that. Have you heard about that? The mortgage protection? Is that different?
Yeah. When she says mortgage protection, if she's just talking about insurance for the like a homestead, that's what I'm.
She said, would you recommend IUL over regular term life insurance? Which is the most effective type of insurance?
Okay, so the IUL, or it should be UIL, I believe, universal.
Right.
Yeah. So if
I might have wrote it down wrong.
Yeah, which is fine. Ideally, I would say get both. One operates for the most part. One operates as almost like a savings account where you can borrow from it, and you can borrow from it. Of course, there's laws and bylaws with that, and then the term life gives you high yielding coverage for a very small amount. So it depends on what you want. If you have the capital,
right,
do it that way. I would say term, term gives you safer, it's affordable, and a term acts as a safety net. All insurance does, but that term is going to give you the most. With my company, we cover you for 35 years, and that price is set. So, by that time we'll be 70. If you didn't make no milli by then it is what it is. But I would definitely get both. One acts as a savings account that you can borrow and lend from, and then one is a safety net. So you have two.
Yeah, that's how she described it to me. Like that, the savings account one is just in case something happens.
Yeah.
You hear that term "just in case" a lot when you're thinking of life insurance and things like that.
Car insurance, health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance. All of that is in case. And we all know, like you said, the childish ways. We all know it's going to happen. We just don't know when.
Yep. Well, what area of Houston you in? You in the north side? You in the Woodlands area? Where can people find?
So when it comes to business, I'm in the Galleria area. I'm in the Galleria area and the River Oaks area. Feel free to reach out on either Facebook or Instagram, and it's I am Alfred the Trainer. So that's simple. Torch Lifestyle. Torch Lifestyle. Torch.
You still there, brother?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. So, where can people find you if they are interested in getting trained or getting life insurance?
Right. So if you're in the Houston area or Atlanta or Chicago, because I have the jurisdiction to do both, feel free to reach out at navsociety.com. That's for the life insurance or real estate, mortgage, all of that. We do all of that. If you're looking for personal training or physical therapy, go to Torch Lifestyle Online. Okay.
Torch Lifestyle Online.
Yes.
Torch Lifestyle Online, and this is at I am Alfred the Trainer.
Yes. Wait, if you're looking for me on social media.
Yeah. Like I said again, please excuse these technical difficulties. We may have to do a part 2 of this one with my brother, and so we can dialogue and conversate a little more.
Yeah.
But this ain't.
Nah, man, I want to.
Hopefully, we can get it.
Yeah, I just want to say, thank you for the opportunity and to return the generosity. As long as we've been friends, man, you've always thought differently, always, and your genuineness has always been our connection. Most people try to be something that they're not, and you've always been you. And that's why, you'll always have my respect and my love as long as I'm alive. All right? That never changed.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed to hear that a little bit.
Oh, man. Some people
it ain't easy, Right, we make it look easy, but it ain't easy. We all deal with, like we were saying before, trauma as an inheritance. We all deal with our inner turmoil and demons and battles. Christ didn't come. He didn't die for the perfect. He died for the people that need.
Yeah.
I just want to say, everybody out there, if you can afford to do these type of things, whether it be a switch up a lifestyle, health choices, lifestyle choices, you should do so if you can. And get you some spiritual life insurance as well while you at it, and repent and come to the Father, because you can be wise and get some earthly life insurance, but you're gonna need also that spiritual life insurance that you can only gain through the Son and his Father, the spiritual for that eternal life insurance, the everlasting life insurance.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, bro. and it's all love. And I want to rest in peace to our brothers who aren't here no more. I say their names. I say their names. My brother Corey Sharp, my brother Will Wilder, brothers Kenny, not Kenny and Kelvin, right?
I don't know about Kenny. I know Kelvin passed away, but I haven't heard from Kenny. Last I heard, he was locked up, and
right.
He was locked up, and they said that he was fighting. He was butt naked, fighting spirits,
fighting demons. Yeah. So, he lived by the sword, he died by the sword.
That's right, and you know how they get down.
I do. So I don't want to misspeak or put death on nobody, but I just was saying that to say, like we started in the beginning, we come from a place where a lot of people wouldn't believe in. When we were able to become fathers, both of us grew up in single mother households. So if this video reaches one person and helps one person come to the truth, or helps one young brother make a wiser, smart decision, and that's all I can ask for. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Analyze This, where we analyze the lies that we've been taught and told, and help you open your eyes to these lies. All praises. Holla at you, bro.
All right,
thank
brother.
you.